Well, hi there guys, Alex Forrest from an undisclosed Polish location, believe it or not. Well, it probably is quite easy to believe it really, because in this city they've just dumped a whole load of sand in the middle of a factory conversion complex in order to create the appearance of the tropics. Actually, that's what I love so much about Poland, is they're kind of so innovative. They'll turn a dirty old pond just on the outskirts of a city into a beach resort. Before I come on to the little mini topic of the day, which is a sustained sort of strategy or a sustained lifestyle incorporating approach into your life, which is the topic. I just wanted to just firstly say actually that we've had a very good take up on the dating approach course, is what I'm calling it. Fuck the fancy terms and the marketing spin, you know, the life-changing intensive that's going to revolutionize your sex life. You know, let's be frank about it. This stuff isn't going to revolution or even revolutionize your sex life. That's really up to you. What a weekend course does, it gives you a springboard. It gives you some inspiration, it gives you enthusiasm, it gives you an opportunity to reset and rebuild. That's what it does, but really the rest is up to you. It's very important to me with this particular weekend, this 3-day dating program, approach program, sorry, to to make sure that guys have a strategy after the weekend. That's quite critical. So we've got, we haven't loaded it up. We've got perhaps one too many. We've got 6 because for reasons I won't bore you with. I think the ideal is 5, 2 coaches looking after guys on a day-to-day basis, and then another coach, perhaps more senior coach, standing back and helping to, have tailored individual sessions with guys. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. We've got a fantastic little team, and I think it's going to be a really cool little course. And what I am just so super keen to emphasize is that all this is going to do is give you what are actually extraordinarily simple skills. But I'm afraid life being what it is, human nature being what it is, you need encouragement, you need practice, and you need coaching, particularly in the early days, or if you're a little bit stuck with your daytime approach as an intermediate dude. It is quite simple. It is all about giving you those skills so that you don't have to lose your life down Tinder. Most importantly, that you can be the exceptional dude who not only doesn't have to go through what is essentially a marketplace for women. You're like the cattle in the pen, and they're the farmers. You've got little labels on your ears. They ask you questions about your age, your height, your background, your status, don't they? Like a farmer does, looking over the fence with his clipboard, and all the cows in the pen have got tags on their ears. Frankly, if you're doing Tinder, you are a cow. A tag, not even just a common or garden bull, which might be quite cool. A proper horned Spanish bull, that might be quite cool. No, you're not even that, my friend. You're tagged. You're a tagged cow. You're cattle. So don't be cattle. Get off the bloody Tinder. Get out there, because not only is it an excellent value delivery mechanism, to use a technical term, it is delivering your value, but it just will enrich your life. Now, isn't this what it's all about? Getting to grips and social skills, meeting the world, having conversations. And this brings me on to the topic of the day, which is the idea of a sort of building daytime approach. I call it daytime approach rather than day game, not to avoid the word game so much, but because I just want to boil it down and keep it simple. That's all it is. It's doing something normal and healthy, like seeing an attractive girl and having the confidence, because you've got the skills, to go over and open up a romantic, flirtatious conversation with her. It is every dude's birthright. You need to reclaim it. So, but of course you need to reclaim it in the longer term. You need to build it into your life. Because quite frankly, to be honest with you, if you're spending a career doing this like 3 times a week for 3 or 4 hour sessions, and you're routinely going on regular weekends away, eventually, I'm perhaps talking years rather than months, you're going to be starting asking the question, well, what sort of a value guy am I when I'm putting all my focus and my emphasis in trying to chase down skirt? So here is a little conversation I had a couple of days ago when I arrived in this city. I'm on a 6-week Tim Ferriss mini retirement or sabbatical from work. To interrupt you in the middle of the street, I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I just saw you walking along here and I wanted to tell you I think you look very nice. You've got a very smart but casual and relaxed walk. Do you speak English?
Yes, but I'm very busy because I am on my business, trip. So
you're on a business trip?
Yeah. So I can't help you now.
Ale rozumiesz co mówiłem?
Rozumiem.
Myślę, że wyglądasz bardzo.
Dziękuję bardzo. Thank you.
Bardzo stary. Are you here on holiday and vacation, or you said you're here on business?
Yeah, I am here in work, so I am busy.
That's fine. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Take care. So there's that little rather inadequate approach of a girl first thing 10 a.m.ish on a weekday. Now this is what I've learned so far on this trip, is that the first is the worst, and that this is the takeaway. Bloody well go out there, strap on your big hairy gonads and crash the car. Yeah, don't aim for perfection, because when you go into a very fluid, completely unpredictable and random social situation, if you think you're going to impose perfection on it, like I do, you're going to come a cropper and you're going to get disappointed. So don't get disappointed before you've even started. You get so disappointed with the idea of not reaching perfection that you'll then, especially if you're coaching this stuff and you're uploading videos, you'll get disappointed to the point at which you won't actually even approach. So this, and it's a Tom Torero philosophy, and I absolutely love it, because I've actually just simply said this. Put yourself into this scenario where you've been, or you were this morning. You've seen a reasonably attractive girl that piques your interest, and you're like, I'm not ready. I'm in a hurry. She looks busy. There'll be a zillion weasels, you see, that will clamber onto your shoulders and start whispering into your lug holes. Well, what's the cure for the weasel? It's to say to the weasel, yeah, I'm going to fall flat on my face. Good stuff, let's go and fall flat on my face. Let's crash that car. That simple tip, trick, tool, whatever you like to call it, is extremely powerful. As you'll have heard from this approach, it was a very ordinary approach. It was the first of the day. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't know what I was going to say. I just wanted to open up a conversation. I had enough skills not to be, to weird her out. She probably mistook me as a bit of a tourist. You'll notice that it wasn't, clearly kind of like a sexual romantic frame, and actually she, because I didn't clearly signal that I was genuinely attracted to her, verbally or physically, she drifted off, and she said she was busy, had a meeting. She probably didn't quite know where I was coming from. Fine, so what? now when you've done the first one, you're then kind of set up for the day. It releases the paranoid doubter dude. It gives him a holiday, and he's like, oh, okay. And you may, if you're an older dude, be thinking I'm too old. It releases that. I'm telling you from experience, because I carry around the same ideas about age as you guys do. And you're not suggesting you marry her and going to introduce you to your parents tomorrow. You're just opening up a conversation to find out more about a girl, and maybe to find out whether she is too young for you. So don't use that as a weasel. Anyway, when you've crashed the car, as I say, then you find that the second approach becomes that little bit more easy, and the third and the fourth. And actually, if you start early in the day and you do approach an attractive girl and open up a conversation with her, you can actually end up with a bit of a streak. And you don't need to have gone out like you're going down the gym to do 3 hours of approaching. If you're a guy who wants success in other areas of their life, fulfillment in other areas of his life, you ain't got time to spend the next 5 years devoting 15 hours a week to this stuff, yeah? So you've got to be smart about how you're doing it. I mean, I have located myself in the centre of a busy middle central European city. I walk to work. I don't get the car. I make my little shopping trips. Makes my little stupid shopping trips to buy an angled poise lamp or a bar of soap, or a pair of sunglasses. These I think are a bit too bulbous, but it's the best I can. The retro look is the best I can do at the moment. You actually then enjoy doing chores. You think smart about it, and you just make sure that each day you try and kick off the day, or at least before the evening, with an approach. You need to keep doing it. Each day the clock resets, both if you've had a bad day the previous day or a good day. You know what I mean? The clock resets, doesn't it? And you have another go. The canvas, you've got a fresh canvas, but you do need to find that same impetus, that same impulse to that little bit of effort, a little bit of a push to get yourself going. So yeah, crash the car. One of the great tips that one of the greatest tips that Tom Torero has ever given me. Before I go, I just want to say, guys, I've been reading some comments, and I'm sorry I don't get round to reading them, responding to them enough. Not just on the tribute video, but on another video I did by way of follow-up. I read some really cool comments, and there's some questions and tips and ideas about topics. I haven't forgotten you and those questions. Thank you for them, seriously, because that's the fuel that helps me to continue with the vlogging and make it relevant. So just bear with me. I am not only, this is just a side hustle for me, as you guys know. So strap on those balls. I haven't found an opportunity to plug my book during this vlog. Well, I just did, didn't I? It gives you wings, crash your car. So crash the car and you'll find you emerge from the wreckage like a phoenix from the ashes. So the takeaway tip is an approach today keeps those demons away, keeps the depression, the angst, the anxiety away. More importantly, you do an approach early. By the close of play, you make the impossible possible.